Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. We have a brilliant guest with us today. Her name is Jemma. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself, and the topic is juicy, guys. Let's do it.
Guys, my name is Jemma. I'm a midwife and I'm the founder of Bumps and Bubbles.
Tell us a little bit more about Bumps and Bubbles before we move on, please.
So, at Bumps and Bubbles, we provide antenatal care and support and education, and we also support women and families with the postnatal period and offer a domestic bespoke service.
Amazing. Midwife of 10 years plus. So, the best person to talk about this topic today, which is childbirth. So, I'm just going to go straight in with the first question. What are the different stages of childbirth?
So you have 3 stages of childbirth. You have the first stage, which is your latent phase, where the body's just trying to work out what to do, how to navigate what's happening. You're contracting, your body's getting a feel of what's happening. It might be a bit different if you're a first-time mum. If you're a first-time mum, your body's just getting to grips with what's happening, so contracting and working its way through. You're starting to dilate, your cervix is starting to open. But if it's your second pregnancy or subsequent pregnancy, your body almost knows what it's doing. So your body knows what it's doing. It has a blueprint. So all these things are happening a lot quicker. So you'll find that you might miss a few stages. So the cervix will dilate and open at the same time. So things might feel quite intense and things happen a lot quicker. So your first stage, you're contracting, and it is labor, but we call it early labor. So sometimes at this stage, your healthcare professional, your midwife might say, you're not quite in labor. Things are progressing, but you're not quite there yet. And that's absolutely fine. It doesn't mean things aren't progressing. It just means you just got a bit further to go, but always feel like it's an achievement. Always feel like it's another step closer to meeting your baby. And that is your first stage. That is you getting to know what's happening and your body making its way down that journey. Your second stage, now we say at 4 centimeters, we say that's established labor. So that's when you will possibly admitted into hospital on labor ward and we'll start to get things going. If you're at home, you'll find that midwife will come to you and assess you and say you're in active labor. So your second stage is your active labor from for active labor from 4 centimeters. And that's where things start to pick up. You're contracting regularly. You might be using pain relief or whatever you've chosen to use, but things are starting to take place. They're becoming more intense and things are happening. And you're starting to kind of realize there's actually a pattern in what's happening in your contractions. So things are making a move. By the end of your second stage, you are full force in. You start pushing, you're fully 10 centimeters. You've gone from 1 centimeter, which is possibly the size of a penny, to 10 centimeters, which is the size of a grapefruit. And I know it sounds like, oh my gosh, but remember, it's muscle, so it can stretch. So don't worry, you won't see this big hole. It will stretch. Your body knows what to do,
Big
okay?
hole.
Big hole.
I'm
Your body
screaming.
knows what to do at this stage, okay?
We're built for
So
this, right?
we're built for this. Our bodies are built for this. We're designed to do this. Your pregnancy hormones and your laboring hormones will start to come down. Your body knows what it's doing. So at this stage, just go with your body. Listen to your body. At this stage, you might feel like you just want to quit and that's it. Or you might be at another stage where you're really in tune with your body. Everything is flowing and you're just listening to your body and going with it. Then you expel your baby. At the end of second stage, baby's delivered, everybody's happy and emotional, and you take that sigh of relief. Your baby is here. Your hormones do a bit of a changeover because now you've delivered your baby. So this will feed us into your third stage. Now, your third stage of labor, it sounds like labor, but it's not quite labor, but it's your third stage. And this is where you are birthing your placenta. Some people call it the afterbirth. At this stage, this is where there's separation, the placenta is working its way down, and you might find your midwife might say to you, give a little push. It's nothing like that push you gave to get that baby out. It's a small push, a small contraction needed, possibly, maybe even a cough, and then your placenta is delivered. I think the placenta is amazing. Others might not feel the same way. It's what's giving your baby energy. It's giving your baby life. It's enabled your baby to essentially function and breathe in the uterus while you're pregnant. And it's quite amazing. So have a look at it. So once your placenta is delivered, that is a third stage. That is your afterbirth. You've had your baby, you've delivered your placenta, and you've got your body back, essentially.
Got your body back? Come on, let's not lie to these women, eh? Let's not
You
lie to
have your body. There is nobody. You have your body back. No one's occupying the space then. Let's say that.
Yeah. Okay, that's that. I'll accept that because you have your body back. No, because we still have just feeding, the night feeds, the crying, the everything. 5 years
Okay.
down, we're still
Okay, fine.
sleep at night, you know. You don't have your body back, but no, I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. Yeah, I mean, physically, there's nothing left.
You've delivered.
Space, like you said,
You have delivered. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great explanation. Actually, thank you very much. It's good to refresh my memory on that because I was like, oh gosh, why did I think it was 4 stages? But it's 3.
It's absolutely 3. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely 3. I don't know why I inserted that extra stage from. But to anyone listening who might be pregnant, what can they do to try and prepare for childbirth?
I think the journey is different for everybody. Even if you've had a baby before and this is a subsequent pregnancy, you're having another baby, I think it's completely different. I think what you can do to prepare yourself definitely is to look around the hospital you intend to deliver at or the hospital you intend to book with. Find out what services they offer, because although all hospitals are the same, they might offer different pain relief. They might have a different service, so they might have a standalone birthing unit, whereas some hospitals have a birth centre within their hospital. So just do your research, find out about sort of the demographics, and what services they provide, because everyone does their thing a bit different.
Mhm.
Also, I would say also in terms of, I don't know if you've maybe thought that far ahead, but think about things like how you might want to feed your baby. So once you become pregnant, start looking for children's centres because they offer so much support and so much information. And also breastfeeding cafes, if breastfeeding is your thing. If breastfeeding is your thing, look for breastfeeding cafes and just children's centres. There's got so much there that you can, just get interactive with and book on and do courses as well. Book yourself onto baby massage, baby yoga, swimming, antenatal swimming. When you're pregnant, go and do, you don't have to start new exercise, but just things not only for your pregnancy, but socializing. It is nice to have that journey with somebody. It is nice to do pregnancy with someone, have that journey. Sometimes when you're pregnant, you're anyone pregnant, it seems a bit lonely because when you're trying to explain things, some people are like, oh yeah, I get it. And they don't essentially get it. But talking to another pregnant woman, she gets it. So find yourself a buddy as well, just to have that journey with. And journal. Journaling is amazing. And it's something to look back on and see how far you've come.
That's so beautiful. I love all of that, especially the children's center one. It's such an underrated place.
Yeah.
Said all the courses, you can meet people, you can come up with your baby, you can go, so many things that they offer, and I don't think a lot of people know about it. And yeah, so I'm happy that you mentioned. But yeah, there's some really tangible things you can do to try and prepare for childbirth, and obviously I think I'm going a little bit off script here, but you can try and do everything you can to prepare for childbirth, but also still in the back of your mind, I think, to have that anything can happen kind of as well, because you might think, right, this is my birth plan, I want everything to happen, and it doesn't happen like that, and
Exactly.
still to make sure that you in every eventuality you've thought of what you would like, you know, all of that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a weird one, because how do you prepare for something that you just don't know how it's going to go, right?
Exactly. And I would say, just like you said, I definitely agree. Have an open mind. Have an open mind. You know, you would like something. It may not go that way. So just have an alternative.
Mm,
You wake up, you want to wear your red socks, but they're in the wash. Get your blue socks. They're still
yeah,
socks, but just a different color. So
yeah,
just make sure you have alternatives for things and just be open-minded, especially if you haven't done childbirth, you haven't done pregnancy before, have an open mind. And just
yeah.
keep asking your health professionals questions, your doctors, your midwives, you know, health visitors. Ask questions, get the answers to your questions so you feel empowered and you feel like the center of your pregnancy.
That's what they're there for. So yes, absolutely, ask questions. We're here for that.
Exactly.
I think you've kind of already touched on it, but what are the different places you can give birth? So you mentioned a birth center. Where are some other places that birth can happen in?
So you can give birth at home. As a community midwife, that is my number one push. You can give birth at home. At home, providing, you know, your pregnancy is safe, everything is low risk about your pregnancy, there's no contraindications, you can have birth at home. And even if, you know, you are out of, you know, the low risk remit, there are some individuals that do, you know, birth at home out of guidance, but that is a conversation for your midwifery team and your healthcare professionals. So at home, your natural space, where you know the best, where you're most comfortable at home, we come to you. You don't have to come to us. Then from there, you've got your birth center, and that's your home away from home. So it's like you're in between your hospital and your home. It's midwifery led. Um, you go there, it doesn't even appear to be a hospital setting, and it's very much on purpose to be like that. So you're in your natural environment and you progress well. In the birth center, you've got midwives. If needed, doctors can attend there, but it literally is just for you to have that holistic kind of feel, being in a birth center. And also, there's not too much going on there. There's less, you know, individuals there, so you won't have the issue of kind of being around so many people, which is always nice, and it's a lot quieter.
Mm.
And then the other option is labour wards. They do say labelled, or delivery suite, it's also termed, is for high risk individuals, but it doesn't have to be. You can still be on delivery. I'm so sorry about this. You can still be
I love that.
you can still be on delivery suite and be low risk. So delivery suite is where you'll find your doctor. Oh my gosh.
Oh, don't worry. We are happy to have.
You'll
Oh,
find your
yeah.
doctor.
My mum's my mum and my sister's got a cat now. So yeah,
Oh
I
yeah, yes, yes, yes.
used to like cats, but I'm actually a big fan now. So oh, cats are welcome.
Yeah, so delivery suite is where you have your doctors,
Mhm.
your anaesthetists, your consultants, and things like that. If you have a pregnancy that is joint care with your midwives and your doctors will be there. You can have things like epidural, different kind of pain relief there, but it's more a bit more of a clinical environment, is your labour order delivery suite. But by all means, you can still be there and have your baby. You can even have a water birth on some of the labour wards. So it's not just on birth centre where you have those kind of births.
Mhm.
So
Okay,
yeah.
um, different places. Water bath. Is that a place or is that a type? I don't know. That would be within the
So
what's
you
it
can have so you can have a water birth anywhere. So you can have a water birth at home.
called?
You can hire a pool and have a water birth at home. You can have a water birth in the midwifery led unit. And you can also have a water birth on labour ward. So you've still got that option. Yeah, you've still got that option to have a water birth in those three different places.
Nice. I didn't know
So it's
that.
so it's not, yeah, so it doesn't rule you out. It doesn't, you know, just birth centre or home. You definitely can have a water birth on labour ward.
Beautiful. Love
So
that.
that's an option.
I always smile whenever I think of water birth because it just reminds me of giving birth to Eden. She was a water birth, bless her. It's a scary time in the pandemic, but yeah, she was a water birth and it
Wow.
was so, yeah, so lovely. But yeah, okay, the last question is, what are the different types of birth? So obviously I feel when we were talking about the stages of childbirth, we were talking about vaginal birth, but what
Mhm.
are there different types of birth, just for anybody that might be looking in?
Yeah. So you have your different births. So you
Yeah,
have your vaginal birth.
yeah,
So your vaginal birth, some people will term it as your natural birth.
yeah.
That's where the baby comes through the birth canal, and that's how your baby is delivered. You can also have a vaginal assisted birth. So you have your vaginal birth, comes through the birth canal, comes through the vagina, but it's assisted. So you may hear terms of a ventouse, or you may hear a kiwi or a suction cap. And that's where the baby's supported to be delivered with something on the baby's head with maternal effort, mum's effort. There's also forceps delivery. Again, it comes through the vaginal, but it's assisted and supported in the delivery. So you've got those. So you have your vaginal assisted births, and that's what those will be called. Then you have your cesarean section, where it's an operation to deliver a baby through mum's abdomen. And that's a delivery, what's done in theatre with the doctors, and they lead with that kind of delivery, but you have your midwives there supporting the process. So you have your vaginal births, vaginal assisted, and you have your cesarean section births, which are all births, mind you. So, ladies, applause. Whatever type or mode of delivery you have your baby, you did it and you've done it well.
You did it. Honestly, you did it. Because to birth a baby, no matter how the baby comes to the world,
Exactly.
is such a beautiful achievement. So it doesn't literally matter how. Yeah.
Exactly.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for that. That was really, really helpful. And I
You're
guess,
welcome.
can you leave us with a final thought in terms of like childbirth for anyone that's listening, who maybe it's their first time or maybe it's their second time and they would like to re-educate themselves, or third or fourth, whatever it may be. Have you got any last words?
I would say believe in you, believe in your body, believe in your ability to birth your child and grow your child, believe in you. And your instinct, a mother's instinct is never wrong. If you feel something and your body's telling you something, go with it. Don't be swayed into being persuaded by anything or anyone, whether it's seeking advice, support, help, even knowing you're pregnant. Some women know they are pregnant without doing a pregnancy test and without missing their period. They just know. So believe in your body and believe in your womanhood is what I would say in terms of pregnancy, and ask for help. Your healthcare professionals are there to help, especially your midwife.
I love that. Thank you so much. Especially thank you so much. That's really beautiful, really, really helpful. Guys, I will put a link to Bumps and Bubbles and everything Jemma is about and what she does in the caption. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much.
Take care.